Any other answers?
Casual conversations, not focused on anything in particular.
Casual conversations, beautiful answer. Any other answers from anyone?
Meet and greet.
Meet and greet.
Some introduction about the topic.
Some
We are going to-
introduction about the topic.
What we are going to
See, it's a casual conversation. There's no topic as such. So there's no introduction to the topic. Yeah, it's an informal conversation. Right? Any other answers on what small talk is? From anyone? Yeah, chit chat, right? Basically, it is like casual chit chat. That's what it is all about, right? So, what do you typically converse during a small talk?
What did you do over the weekend?
So, topics of mutual interest, right? That is what you typically converse when you do a small talk. So, that's what the definition is. It's basically a simple, casual conversation between two individuals. And what is the conversation all about? The conversation is all about mutual topics of interest. Right? That's what is small talk. Right? It is so difficult. Right? So why do you need to indulge in small talk? Any answers? Why do you need to indulge in small talk? Put the other person at ease. What are the other?
Keep in touch.
Keep in touch. You are talking to a stranger, right? So
Get
One
some random
topic of
information and knowledge.
improve relationship. What else?
Get some random information and knowledge.
Random information and knowledge.
Get to know each other.
Introduce ourselves. Networking. Any other answers? I'm looking for one specific.
Ascertain about himself.
It's
Other
the CC1, right? What is CC1 all about?
Icebreaker.
Right?
Ascertain.
Breaking the ice. Right? One of the key reasons why we indulge in small talk is to break the ice. What are the other reasons why we indulge in small talk? Because of our profession, right? So we are in the, see, India is basically a service hub, service industry hub. And we have customers who are basically based out in the Western world, right? Most of our customers are actually foreigners, very little customers are Indians. Right? And they like small talk. Western world small talk is extremely important. In fact, they judge the effectiveness of an individual or the knowledge of an individual just by small talk. If you engage in small talk, even if you don't have any knowledge or any substance, people like you. Right? So it's become a professional requirement to engage in small talk when you converse with your customers, with your friends in the Western world. Right? It's become almost a professional necessity. So what are the reasons? I mean, coming back to the reasons, you have to break the ice. Second is it's become a professional necessity. Right? What are the other reasons? What are the other reasons why we need to engage in small talk?
Build rapport.
Build rapport. Beautiful answer, right? So, Arunachalam, right? Arunachalam is in the sales profession, right? And he meets people whom he doesn't know, and he has to quickly establish that connection and sell his products. So, one way of the problem with Indians is we directly jump into the topic without even engaging in small talk. We directly jump into the subject, and we are really good at the subject, right? You ask Arunachalam to talk about pharma, he'll talk about pharma for the next 1 year. But if he has to engage in a small talk, he really struggle. But it's that small talk which establishes the relationship with your customer. That's why small talk is very important. What are the other reasons why small talk is important?
Best way to
We learn solution.
Gives first impression.
First impression.
We
Any other
never
answers?
know where to
Best
start.
way to
Where to start and how to start.
the best way to get something out of a person is to get them start talking.
Start talking, yeah. The other thing is it fills the void, right? Many times you go into meetings with strangers and conversations with strangers, you don't know what to talk, right? And there's a stony silence, right? Each of us starts staring at each other, right? You don't know how to spend that next 1 hour or half an hour, right? There's a stony silence that is there. So only when you indulge in small talk can you break that silence and get the conversation going and get to the subject. So it's an extremely important thing, right? So why do people make small talk? Break the ice, establish relationships, break the silence which exists between individuals, right? To fill time. A lot of people do it to do time pass also, right? To fill time is another reason why people indulge in small talk. But last but not the least, highly valued in the Western world. And unfortunately, all our work that we do, right, is for the Western world, right? So most of our customers are in the West. So unless we indulge in small talk, people don't get impressed. So we have to impress our customers. Right? So who makes small talk? So we know that what small talk is, why small talk is important. Right? Who makes small talk?
Both the persons.
Both the persons. Any specific entities?
Business people, sales.
Yeah, business people, sales people is one which makes sales talk. Small talk.
Those
What
who
else?
needs to convince.
I think any profession where you're constantly meeting new people, over there you need to make small
Make
talk.
small talk. So service industry is one example. Any other areas where we make small talk?
Trains.
Client,
Start with
client and
I think we spoke about client and anyone in the service industry.
Interviews.
Interviews.
Production department also we have small group.
It's not a small group meeting. The small talk is a conversation between two individuals. Okay, it's typically not a small group meeting. I think we have to deal in that aspect. So who else makes small talk?
HR people recruiting senior manager.
HR
Wife
people.
and husband.
What else?
Wife and husband.
Wife and husband. Beautiful answer. Yeah. So these days, even see marriages break down because conversations don't happen between wife and husband. So actually, even in a family, you need to have that small talk. Even if you're running a family, for that matter, even if you're not working, you're not talking to anybody, even if you have to run a family, small talk is important. So wife and husband is an excellent answer. Indulging in small talk. Who else? Indulges in small talk. Strangers, yeah. Friends. Right? Friends is another area where we indulge in small talk. So who else indulges in small talk?
Meeting our wife's relatives.
Meeting your wife's relatives, in-laws. Right? Any other answers, Amrita?
During the interview.
Others.
Lovers, yeah.
Sir, when we travel with time, we develop more small talks.
Okay. So there are a lot of answers, right? So who makes small talks? People who don't know each other, right? Typically that's how it starts. Service industry, right? This is the second area where service personnel talking to customer. That's where a lot of the small talk happens. Right? Employees in an office is again an area where a lot of small talk happens. Right? Office chit chat is an area where small talk happens. Friends is another area. Family is another area. Right? So a lot of places where you indulge in small talk. So now we have seen who makes small talk. So what do people talk about in these small talks? What are the topics that you talk about? Whether what is that?
What do you do?
Politics.
Politics,
Sports.
sports,
cinema.
cinema. Then what else? See, you're talking to. I'm just giving you an example. You're talking to a person whom you don't know much about. And let's assume that you're talking to somebody from Germany. Right? You're talking to someone from Germany.
Particularly what you did over the weekend or with the person and been on a vacation recently.
Talk about your culture, Indian way of living.
So what are the taboo topics and what are the non-taboo topics? There are taboo topics, right? Toastmasters, we say sex, politics and religion we should not talk about, right?
Pretty much the same.
Exactly, right? So sex, politics and religion is a taboo topic. So when you get into a small talk, you said politics is a area where you talk about small talk, right? Politics is something which you should avoid because you never know what, you're talking to an unknown individual, you never know what his loyalties are, right? It's too difficult for you to gauge. If you start indulging in small talk, it creates negativity. So sex, politics and religion is something which you should avoid. So what are the other topics? What are the positive topics that you can talk about? We talked about weather, sports, current events. What are the other topics that we can talk about?
Interest are there. You believe interest are there. Person to work.
Exactly. That's a great answer, right? So let's assume that you're talking to a customer, right? You're going to meet a customer for the first time. He's coming from Germany, right? You're going to dinner with him. So you don't know anything about him, you just know his name, right? So how would you, we talked about interest of that individual, right? How will you find about the interest of that individual and engage in a small talk? This is a situation which all of us face, right? We go to client meetings, we meet up with individuals who we don't know anything about. So how do you know what topics would interest you? Please express it. You're not met it.
You can get information from the department. We go to get the link.
So one is you can talk to your counterparts, they might know something. The other thing is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a beautiful place. So what I do is whenever I meet some strangers, I go to his LinkedIn profile and see what his education is, where is he from, right? You get a wealth of information in social media. Most of these guys will be there on LinkedIn, most of these guys will be there on Facebook, most of these guys will be there on Twitter. So you can easily find out their likes and dislikes. When you go to these places, right, you can easily find out what his likes are and what his dislikes are. Right? And use that to basically engage in a small talk. That's one good way of doing it. So what are the other topics that you typically engage in small talk? Any other answers?
Common interest.
Common interests. So this is how you figure out what the common interests are. Right? Okay, so I think we covered most of the topics. Right, so safe topics, whether current events, sports news, entertainment news. Right, you can also compliment on if he has a good hairstyle and all, you can compliment. So those are good conversations that you can have. What are the things that you should avoid? Sex, politics and religion, we spoke about taboo topics, right? That's something which you should avoid. The other thing that you should probably avoid is getting too personal. How many kids you have? Are you married? Right? People in the Western world are all, those are not great conversations to have. Right? Marital issues. So those are things which you should avoid. Getting into small talk conversations. And also don't talk about the person's physical attributes. If he's short or tall, right? Don't make comments and start making fun of him or something like that, right? You should avoid those conversations. In general, right, when you engage in small talk, talk about positive aspects. Even if it is related to weather, right? Don't get negative. Talk about things which are positive, right? And engage in a positive conversation. That is the best practice in small talk. So now let's assume that we have talked about, we're going to talk about weather, right? You're meeting a person, you've decided that, okay, you're going to talk about weather. How do you start the conversation? How do you start the small talk?
How do you like Chennai weather? How you can ask that?
So what are the questions that you should not ask about weather? Before we talk about what we should talk on weather, what are the questions that you should not ask about weather? Not ask meaning to start with. Don't start a small talk conversation with a yes/no question. Right? Then the conversation ends. Right? So do you know what the temperature of Chennai is today? You look at the app and then you say 38, 39. The conversation ends. Right? You are not able to continue the conversation. So you should not start a small talk conversation with an yes/no question. You should always start a conversation which can lead from one thing to another, to another, to another. Right? Should keep you going for another 10-15 minutes. You can start with weather and end with sports. It's a different story. But you should not start the conversation with an yes/no question. If you start the conversation with an yes/no question, the conversation ends abruptly. Then you are looking for your next small talk topic. Immediately, the conversation is over, so weather is over, so you start looking for something else. So let's assume that we are talking about weather. So you said, how do you like the Chennai weather? Right? That's one good way of starting. What are the other ways of talking about weather?
It's getting very hot here. How is it where you are?
Yeah, how is it where you are? What are the other examples? Yeah, go on.
These days, the climatic changes are very erratic. How do you feel about it? Or what's your opinion about it?
Yeah, so you're talking about global warming actually. Any other examples?
You can talk about the phenomenon like
El Nino, La Nina, right? Yeah.
And of course, we sometimes say Chennai weather is like three things, hot, hotter, hottest. Something to make kind of connect with the customer, to tell them, introduce Chennai weather to them, how it is.
See, the other thing that you can, another example from what you can do is you can say, hey, the weather is so hot. I'm wondering why I'm in this place. I want to be in Hawaii. Right? Then you say, yeah, it would be good to be in Hawaii. Right? Then you can say, last summer I went to Hawaii for a picnic. Right? Like that, you can start talking about Hawaii, and then the conversation keeps going. So that's how you start engaging in a small talk, in the sense that one thing should lead to another. It's not that you need to only talk about weather. From weather you can live anywhere. But don't get into a yes/no kind of a situation. When you get into a yes/no kind of situation, the small talk is over. So here is an example, right? few examples. Beautiful day, isn't it? Looks like it's going to snow. I mean, not in Chennai though. Right? Right? So the example of Hawaii is there. Then you can talk about the future weather, right? I hear about thunderstorms coming in the weekend. How are you prepared? Right? Are you going to another place, safer place and feeling scared? Those are other examples. How about this weather? Did you order this sunshine? Right? So this is how you start engaging in a small talk with many customers. So now this is the easy part, right? What, why, all this is easy part. So how to improve your small talk skills? That's the most difficult part. How do you improve your small talk skills?
Like I will practice. I mean, by experience it comes.
Practice.
I practice.
How else will you improve your practice is one good way, right? For anything, practice is an answer. How else can you improve your small talk skills?
Anticipate common responses. Anticipate common
Common responses. Speaking to kids.
In the home itself, we have to start.
Yeah, you can start in home. Another good way of doing it is, let's assume that you are in Toastmasters. How will you improve your small talk skills? Excellent answer, right? So use the breaks effectively, right? The problem with us is when we have a break, we go and talk to the person whom you know most. Right? So when you know a person most, you know everything about him. It's very easy to engage in a conversation with a person whom you know very well. Right? Go and talk to a person whom you don't know. Right? When you start speaking to a person you don't know, right? Then you start probing, you start asking what he does. Then the small talk skills actually develop. So networking and trying to probe and getting into a conversation with strangers is the best way to improve your small talk skills. So if you are in Toastmasters, public speaking, this platform will not teach you small talk skills. It's all about big talk, right? So if you have to improve small talk skills, come early to the meetings, 15 minutes early, meet with people, meet with guests, engage in a conversation, get to know them better, use the breaks effectively, talk to strangers whom you don't know. Right? That way you build your small talk skills. And those are some ways. What are other ways in which you can build your small talk skills?
Even when we are going abroad, we are moving, we are traveling, we can use the time.
Correct. Small talks need a lot of knowledge also. Right? So you have to do a lot of reading. Read books, browse the internet, right? Consciously understand even weather, right? You can have hundreds of topics related to weather. So knowledge is extremely important when it comes to small talk. So knowledge, try to build that knowledge. Any other answers on how to improve your small talk skills?
Psychology.
Psychology doesn't come commonly for you.
You should not feel ashamed to support.
Don't be ashamed of starting a conversation, right? And if even when the biggest barrier to small talk is that you start a conversation, you get a rude response or probably a curt response and you stop. You should not do that. So you should continue the conversation. Right? The only way the skill you can pick up is by continuing the conversation. There is no other way that you can pick up this skill. You have to continue the conversation. Right? Don't be afraid or scared or be worried about what the other person is saying. Just keep the conversation going. That's how you can pick up the skill. So how to improve small talk skills? Do some research on topics of common interest. As I said, when you are meeting somebody for the first time, find out what that guy is interested in. Go to his LinkedIn, Facebook, do some research on him, find out the common areas of interest, be prepared. Right? That's one way of doing it. Second is use internet to gain specific vocabulary. What is this? Use internet to gain specific vocabulary.
If you talk to a foreigner,
So what is specific vocabulary?
Based on the religion,
No, religion is a taboo topic.
based on the continents, or vocabulary, cultural specific.
Yeah, something. See, for example, if you are talking to an Australian, right? Australians, right? Besides cricket, they like rugby. So terminology is related to rugby will be very useful. Shirt fronting, right? Rugby, two people bump on their shirt front. In fact, I don't know how many of you follow Modi's speeches. So when he went to Australian Parliament, he was asked to speak to the Australian Parliament. And just before he was about to give his speech, the Prime Minister of Australia said that he's going to shut front the Russian Prime Minister because the Malaysian Airlines, right, a lot of Australian passengers were shot down by Russia. So he said he's going to confront the Russian Prime Minister. So Modi, when he started his speech, he said 2 days back David Cameron gave a speech. Yesterday Chinese Premier gave a speech. Today I am speaking. I don't know how you guys are taking it. He said probably the Australian Prime Minister wants to shut front the Parliament. So he said like that. He said maybe he wants to pull you guys down, which is why he's making me speak. And you should see the kind of applause that he got. More than the substance of his speech, right? The rapport that he established initially was tremendous. So that vocabulary is extremely important. So when you meet an Australian or you meet an American, right? You have to talk about American football, those kind of things. So that internet vocabulary is extremely important. So another way of picking skills is talk to yourself. Nobody is there, just talk to yourself and pick up that skill. Practice then active listening. Active listening is extremely important. Because when you get into a conversation, if he says something, you keep saying your things, right? And if there's no cohesion, right, then the conversation falls flat. So you have to listen to what the other person is saying and adapt your conversation accordingly. So active listening is again a very good way of becoming better at small talk. So Toastmasters, these roles, right, grammarian, compounder, they help you understand, listen, right? So these are very good skills that you can use to build your small talk capabilities. Active listening is extremely important. So now we've come to the end. So points to ponder. Which is important, small talk or big talk?
Depends on the situation.
Small talk to big talk.
You have to start with the small talk and you have to be good at your big talk also.
Be good at your big talk. Any other answers?
Precursor to big. Small talk is a precursor to big talk.
Okay. So if you have to choose a yes or no, which one will you choose? It's a binary answer.
Small talk. Because of
So if let's assume that you are a Karnataka or a Jayalalitha, which is important? Small talk or big talk?
big talk.
Big talk is important. If you are a common man like us, right? Which is important? Small talk is probably more important because you use it more often than big talk. Big talk is when you have to do a critical presentation or get into an important conversation, right?
I mean, I'll put it this way. What I've seen is, especially when you have a sort of like account level relationship, I've seen it with facilities management firms where their account director and others, they may be very good at engaging with people, but if they are no good at their role, it's not going to work for them. So that's why I'm saying both are.
Both are important. If you have to choose a binary answer, which one will you choose? If you have to choose between one or two. It depends actually. It depends. But it's a very important skill. Small talk is an extremely important skill. And the sad part about small talk is if you want to learn about big talk, there are hundreds of books, manuals, groups, right, to learn about big talk. But small talk, very few people will actually, you won't see much of books on small talk, you won't see much of education sessions on small talk. But it's an extremely important skill. It's a skill which Indians doesn't come naturally to Indians. It comes very naturally to the Westerners. So another point to ponder, how does Toastmasters improve your small talk skills? I think Arun answered that briefly, but what are the other things that you can do to build your small talk skills?
Attend area level, division level conferences and meet people
Exactly.
from other clubs.
So stop living in the small world that you live in, right? Typically when we go to conferences, Madras Toastmasters, 10 people will go sit, 10 will sit together, right? Have a chit chat, then we'll gossip and then we'll come back. Right? Then your small talk skills won't improve. What you'll have to do is mingle with people from other clubs, mingle with people from other backgrounds. Right? Even in the seating arena, right, that we have, you should not sit with somebody whom you know. Try to sit with somebody whom you don't know. Right? So bring that networking and that aspect into it and then start engaging in conversations. That's how you can actually develop your small talk skills. Any other answers?
Yeah, visit other clubs.
Visit other clubs.
Small talks are all about spontaneity, so participate more in table topics.
Table topics, yeah. Participate more in table topics. Then you'll be able to think fast on your feet and start talking. So there's no one or two answers. So Toastmasters gives you an excellent opportunity to know people who are from different walks of life, right? So you have people from finance, you have people from pharma, you have people from IT, you have a lot of people from different backgrounds. So it gives you the opportunity to network and talk to people whom you don't know. So use the breaks, use the start of the meetings, come early, use the breaks and the time that you have before the start of the meetings to build that skills. Because it's an extremely important and valuable skill. Right? And it doesn't come that easily. So you have to keep practicing till you become good at that. So that's all that I had. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Big applause to